Hey dear Pisces, my name is Marina. Welcome to my channel. Today we're doing tarot spread just for you for the upcoming month of February 2024. Please like, subscribe, share, throw some comments or ideas. I'm more than grateful for it, but of course only if you wish to do so. Without further ado, let's get on with this. So February for you, Pisces starts with two major arcana, Devil, Magician, and Two of Wands, which is interesting because it suggests that you starting your February month with a dilemma about your career and work situation. It feels like you're going around the loop all the time. Devil comes in when it's a voluntarily suffering, so to say, when you keep on doing the same over and over and over again. So of course, nobody forces you, but you just keep on falling to the same loop. Something that you say you're not going to do anymore, you end up doing. So it's going to be beckoning you for in February. So please make sure that not falling back on your words, so to say. It could be vices as well, but it doesn't have to be just vice. It could be anything from drink and smoking to being passive about decision making, or not being decisive at all, or being not saying no when you need to say no, not saying yes when you need to say yes. It could be anything. It could be like being in toxic relationships and not letting people know your boundaries. There could be that as well. So anything you said no to eventually and gave a word to yourself that you're not going to be like this anymore, you're not going to go into your old ways anymore, well, that will tempt you this February. And because it's to do with work, I think it's a working situation. So I feel maybe you differ with your decisions. Maybe you're not quite sure what to do. Maybe you're taking too much and then you can't cope with it. So whatever that might be, obviously individually for you, it will be different for each one of you, because it's not individual spread, it's an overall spread, but it's to do with work. Many of you will decide you'll be thinking about getting a new job, or maybe deciding to think about a new job, thinking of getting it. So just make sure you don't go to the same loop. Don't go to the places where you're not going to be happy. Make sure that however tempting that might look, the work proposition might look, it's not going to happen. On the other scale, there could be also that you staying in the same place and you say, well, if that's going to happen again, I'm going to leave, and you're not leaving. So that could also be the case. So please make sure you follow what you promised to yourself and go and, make things better for yourself, make circumstances better for yourself, keep your boundaries and keep promises to yourself. You will have to decide what you want to do. You're going to be pre-planning. So it's all to do with your work, Pisces. So whatever you do, if you are studying, it's to do with what you want to do further on down the line. Is that course that you're studying is good for you? Is this where it takes you? Perhaps it's also for many of you will be another work or work that you're already in. Is that good? What are you going to do about it? Where you're going to take it? How you're going to be with it? But don't get stuck in your old ways. Don't go back on your word. Make sure you're kind to yourself, and make sure that if you said to yourself, I'm not going to putting up with something, or I will be decisive and I'm going to decide, well, do it. Don't just dismiss your word to yourself, because it's important. So it's all pre-planning, all about your work, all about what you do work-wise, be it studying, being a career, be it profession, it's all about that. It looks like you're going in the loop, and you need to start, as I said, being sure about what you want to do, where you want to go, and stick to it. Don't go back on your word. I do see that the whole situation makes you feel tired. You will feel that tiredness throughout February, that you feel that, I think many of you just took up too much onto your shoulders. I think you've said yes to too many projects. So please make sure you steady yourself right down and say no when it's appropriate, and make sure you prioritize what needs to be. First of all, prioritize yourself, because if you can't do anything, well, then you can't do anything. So Make sure you don't burn down. You look after yourself first. Then you prioritize what's important to you most, and you attend to these things first, and then you do it. So basically, build a structure of how to do it. What's more important to you? When to have a break? When to jump into action? When to say no? When to say yes? Be disciplined with yourself, and things will look up. I promise. And start rebuilding it, build the new project, build the new schedule of how you planned it. When you do that very quickly, it will get a turn of event. Perhaps you'll hear some news that's to do with finances. You have some news that it's all gone through. So whatever that might be for individual one of you, the results, the shift will take place quite quickly with the starting a new, after feeling tired. If you start a new sort of a schedule, if you start from a fresh, if you start to rebuild yourself, the shift will happen quite quickly. Maybe something that you were waiting for did not happen before, but once you've started to do things right way around for yourself, all of a sudden it falls into place. And as I said, the final card is the news on the finances. So something will reach you, some news that you've been waiting for, perhaps about money or about your resources, will reach you. Perhaps you'll hear about some benefits or pay rise. Bonuses also possible, or new beginnings somewhere. Maybe doors will be open very quickly, unexpectedly, of where you can achieve more money, I guess. More resources will be open to you. So yeah, just consider it all, and good luck. So basically for you, dear Pisces, it's all about, don't take on too much, make sure you prioritize, be kind to yourself. Things will take shift very quickly, but say no when you need to say no, say yes when you need to say yes. Be disciplined with yourself, or being kind for yourself. So good luck, everything's gonna be fine, and you're gonna have some as I said, some new beginnings or possibility on finances. See you later.